It's the place you go when you finish your show. We're your two best friends. Our names are Max and Ben. We're self-proclaimed television experts. It's Reality Alert. Guess who's home? Reality Alert's home. I like my new intro, Ben.
Is that what you were going for?
Yeah, that's our new tagline.
I was like, is that a reference from the episode?
Get used to it, Ben. That's how we start the show now.
Okay. Zaddy's home.
Reality Alert's home.
I thought we'll workshop it. I think we'll workshop
new
that
knock jokes too.
Yeah.
Every episode.
We do need an intro. Like we always just go, hey.
Hello, it's the guys.
Hi. Yeah, that's the how many episodes have we've done? Probably what? Hundreds.
156.
We've done 156 episodes and we still don't have a solid intro for this podcast.
We also never say our names so people figure it out. We have two hosts, so people have to figure out our voices eventually through us referencing each other. They have to kind of figure it out.
There is no structure in this world. Why do we need structure on this podcast?
No, it's very chuggy to say your own name, you know?
yeah, you're right.
We're not chugs.
Yes.
We're not chugs. Toad's not chugs.
Yes.
Yes.
All of our listeners are Zoomers, I believe.
Toad Zooms, and that's how they talk. So
yes, my wife in the chat says your intro gives chill vibes. Thank you.
Yes. We let everyone know that they're home with us and we are home with them.
It's not gonna stick, Max. It's not gonna stick. It's just not.
We're gonna get so many tweets and DMs like we always do. Yeah. And be letting us know. Yeah, we love that intro, Max and Ben. I love it. But the home thing, the whole home thing really resonates with me.
Home is whenever I'm with you.
Yes,
that's what we'll open. Yeah,
Edward Sharp
and the Magnetic
here.
Zero.
Whoa, Ben. Ben knowing music. There we go. We're off to a great start today.
I know some. I know.
Yeah, that song is just eternal. You know, everyone knows that song.
Yeah, it was one of those songs that just played so much that how could you not know it?
Yeah.
After a certain point.
It's true.
And then start to hate it.
Yes. Okay. We know you have a guitar. You're playing that fucking song. You got a banjo. Yeah. All right. How about Emily and Cobes, Ben?
They're delivering every week now. I love it. For a while, it was getting annoying. For a while, I was pulling a Kobe and saying, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I know.
Fuck off. Now, I'm really stoked.
Yeah, Rock City really brought them together. It brought us together.
Thank God.
You know,
everything changed after Rock City for Kobe and Emily. They started delivering good TV every week.
I think that's when he stopped pulling out after Rock City.
He pulled himself out of that hole in the rock, and then he said, I'm never going to do that again.
Are your balls cold?
We better warm them up because you're going to impregnate me soon. So I think that's when we stopped pulling out too of our interest in Emily and Kobe.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yes. Well, this is just I love how Emily says that she's guilty about keeping the pregnancy from her parents, but it's weird because when she was guilty about keeping the backup ring from Kobe, she had to tell him instantly.
Yeah.
Why does she not have to tell them about the pregnancy? Why couldn't she keep the secret about the backup ring just a little bit longer?
Well, I think it's because she's the boss when it comes to Kobe, but when it comes to her mom and dad, I think she's afraid of them.
Oh, okay.
A little bit. Yeah.
She's a jerk.
Oh, Kobe looked good in his tux, though.
Oh, yeah.
I like that tux. That was a nice one. That was pretty good.
Yeah. I want to check out those groomsmen ones from China. I want to see how those turn out. Do you think you got them from wish.com?
I was just wondering, is it one of those knockoff sites where I buy baseball jerseys?
Yeah, from like DHgate.
Yeah.
Yo, you gotta get from DHgate. I'm not paying $100 for a baseball.
It's ridiculous.
I always get from DHgate.
Me too. Yep.
Especially now with I don't want the Nike.
They're like $20.
I don't want the Nike swoosh on my pinstripes. I want the DHgate.
That's right. It's better. It's better quality.
But you know what this episode was all about, Ben?
I got the right temperature for shelter you from the storm.
That's what it's all about.
Play the full song. The full song.
I don't want to get a copyright done because when we decided to play the whole Rocky theme for some reason for Ray Rock's thing, YouTube was like, "This isn't a copyright strike, but this is copyright infringement." That's what YouTube told us. Which I was like, "Oh, why didn't we think about that?"
Oh no!
To play 40 seconds of.
You're telling me that episode might be compromised? No,
it's gone. No, Ray Rock. Oh. So I'm hoping 4 seconds will be okay.
Okay, good.
That I will play a lot during this episode.
Okay, good. That's what I.
I got the right temperature for shelter you from the storm.
That's a banger.
Hold on. Who? I remember that song. I'm trying to think of who the artist is. Okay. Huh? Is it Sean Kingston?
Close. You got Sean right. He has 2 first names.
Sean John.
Oh, close. So close. It's not Peter. It's not Mary.
Sean Paul.
Yeah.
Nice. I did it.
All right, enough of that.
I remember that was like a song back in high school. I heard that in high school.
Yeah, fucking slaps.
Yeah.
It's a classic. What a name, Temperature.
It's great. I love it.
And he runs hot. He runs hot all the time.
Oh yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. He doesn't really read the temperature in the room very well, though. Despite his name,
he doesn't give a fuck.
No, he does not.
That's what's going on.
Yeah, I didn't know he was gonna have groomsmen, so that's interesting. He's gonna have 3 of them.
I love it. It's good. Yeah. I want to meet all these guys that tell Kobe how to run his marriage.
Skipping ahead a little to that final dinner, I gotta say it was the best when the dad goes, "I can see why you're not married yet."
Yes. Now you're gonna find an American woman that will let you make them completely subservient.
Yeah. Emily should have pulled the power move there and ordered his food too. She should have ordered Temperature some lasagna as well.
I couldn't believe how silent Emily was. Was she just so caught off guard?
I think she was thinking about that castle that she was going to get eventually. It's going to have a big magical castle that looks just like the one at Disney World.
Do we have a castle in Cameroon?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's how it works.
It's the size of the rocks in Rock City. That's your castle. You have a sand castle in Cameroon. Yeah. That's what you have.
Now, so this could be a royal wedding if the Queen of Rock City is marrying a prince of Cameroon.
It's a royal wedding. Yes. Meghan Markle's going to be there.
Yeah.
And Eve's squad is going to be there. It's going to be a big celebrity event. Yes. The squad. Tatiana.
The only squad that's out there. There's no other famous squad.
No others. There's not 2 other famous squads that we've heard of. So.
Oh man.
What's up with Kobe telling Temperature that Emily is pregnant? They made a pact.
It's fucked up.
You fucked up, bro.
It's got to be that Heineken that he had. He was 1 Heineken deep and he was trashed.
Dude, how did you tell? The beer box was blurred out. How did you know? Dude.
I don't know.
Dude, that's
maybe crazy. It was the green bottles that tipped me off.
You know, dude, got me. Do you think Kobe can get Emily to move to Columbus?
Oh, fuck no.
No.
He's stuck there.
What?
He's stuck there with the ponies the rest of his
Yeah,
life.
he's stuck between a rock city and a hard place.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I mean, he can try to tell her to fuck off to Columbus. I just don't think it's gonna work out. She doesn't like that. So
I like how Temperature says that he's signing his death warrant, and America will be the worst place ever if he doesn't make Emily like the second in command. You know?
yeah, yeah. He's all about those rolls. That Temperature.
Yeah.
Yikes. Doesn't come across well.
No,
at all.
It's not good. It's not good. Things are bad. No, I mean, it's a very cultural, kind of crazy thing. It's very.
He might be earning his new spinoff show, though. I will say that he's creating enough drama in this episode to where we might see him again many times.
Patrick and Thais. Oh God! Finally, she calls her fucking dad. But even the mini lead up, I'm like, just cut to her calling him.
Just do it already.
Do it.
It's so obnoxious.
I know. And she finally calls him. And then for some reason, Patrick has to go in the garage. Like, don't they have a big house? Can't Patrick go upstairs?
I know. Hang with John.
Why does he go to the garage and have John come meet him?
It's his happy place, I think.
He really likes the garage.
It's where he beefs up.
Yeah.
Right? That's it. He had all of his weights and all that in there. I think that's what it was. Maybe, too, he was trying to listen from a nearby room.
Oh, yes, that makes sense.
Because he was like, I can hear her a little bit, but I can't hear the dad.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's probably it.
Her dad isn't happy. Were you surprised by
this? No.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah.
Not surprised by the situation.
He's I think all Patrick heard him say was already, and that was, he didn't say another word like the rest of the time, but Patrick was on. And then Patrick left and they talked.
Yes.
So yeah, not good. And Thais did try to warn him, every single episode this season.
She gave hints about her dad, not like my dad.
He thinks American men are sleazy, all that. Yeah.
He doesn't like people whose names start with P and end with K.
He doesn't like you. But the Father's Day present, I bought him that bird book. Why doesn't he love me? So Patrick sends that text to John. He's like, beer's in the garage. And John's down there in like a half a second.
Yeah, he's already drinking a beer, I think.
Yeah, he ran downstairs. Somebody say beer.
That's your father.
You know what my favorite part about this episode was? We only got one Shida and Bilal scene, and it was pretty short.
Thank God.
God.
But even still, I was still doing this.
Yeah, still trying to
come on,
wrap
it up. Let's
Bilal
go.
was still being a passive aggressive little asshole. He's like, "Oh, I guess I can't work today and make money for us." God,
it's such a dick.
I know.
Put everything aside for you, Shida. Why is it that every time that everybody on this show has to have a serious discussion, they have to leave their home and go to a coffee shop to do it in public? They can't just have the discussion at home. They have to go to a coffee shop to do it.
A coffee shop with a bunch of people in it.
Yeah.
I tell you, it's very weird.
It's very strange. I don't get it. I really don't.
I love when Shida is like, I originally thought that, she's like, I'm now considering this business, but when I first came here, I thought, I was looking for a storybook, ending. I was looking for Cinderella.
She's like, I fell in love with you.
And Bilal was like, Cinderella's not real. It's a fairy tale. It's fiction. You know that's not real, right? Cinderella didn't happen. There's no pumpkin. There's no carriage. It's fake.
Life is hell, and the best we can do is tolerate it, okay, Shida? That's it.
Mice can't sew. They can't.
Bilal, he has big D energy, big divorce energy, big time. He really is still bitter about it, I think. Really is. Love isn't real. The best we do is make a business partnership.
There's no way that a shoe would only fit one person. That doesn't make any sense. A shoe, like only one person would have that shoe size in a whole town. It's improbable.
I love the idea of Bilal really just critiquing and upset at the Disney stories that are made.
It's not what marriage is. It's not Cinderella.
Pumpkins can't turn into carriages, okay?
Can't.
It's stupid. They have actual carriages in Kansas City where we can sign prenups on, okay?
Yes.
No, she rightfully finally saw her lawyer. And by the way, I don't know why she's still saying the things about having kids, because it's been confirmed. Like you can't put having kids in a prenup. You can't.
Has this been confirmed?
Yes, my wife and I looked it up.
Oh, you did? Okay.
You can't treat children like property.
You can't?
You can't treat them like financial assets. So yeah, I don't know why she's still saying that. I don't think the lawyer even told her that. I think she's just throwing that in there. But the yoga business thing, I get that. I get her trying to protect her.
Well, she's got to get something. Yeah, she's not protected at all. She has to have some kind of protection from this marriage. Yes. She can't go back to fucking Trinidad poor.
Right.
With nothing.
And then Bilal gets into like negotiating with her too and being like, well, what if I'm putting up the capital for your business? And she's like, I left everything that I had. All of what my business was worth was back home. And then I came here and now I have to start from scratch again. Like, do you not get that? Like, I made monetary sacrifices to come here and rebuild my business here.
Yeah, and he's like, there's no way that that Prince didn't sign a prenup. I know it's not mentioned in the story, but the Prince definitely signed a prenup. I just wanted to let you know. Not that it happened.
Before that shoe came on her foot, the prenup was signed.
It was signed, but not that it happened.
Yes. He doesn't know if she'll ever turn back from a princess to just a regular lady, he doesn't know that.
He's in a corner in a room.
He's been with princesses before who have turned back, at midnight. So he's skeptical, obviously. Skeptical. Yeah.
But yeah, just fucking sign the fucking prenup. I don't care. I don't care what you guys do. Put children in it. Don't put children in it. I don't know. I don't care. I don't give a shit. Sign the prenup. Somebody do something.
Just put that you're gonna have 12 kids with Bilal, and no more, no less. It has to be 12
fight about something else. We know you're gonna get married. Yeah.
Boring.
We don't care. Boring.
Move on.
Do you know what I have to say to this whole plot line, Ben?
I like that there's a couple of kids in there going
and the hissing.
A couple of weird little kids.
Next time I'm at a baseball game and I decide to boo my own home team because I'm from New York, I'm going to start hissing. Hiss! Hiss! You bum! Hiss!
I'm sure there's already people that do that at Yankee Stadium.
Yeah. Muhammad and Eve, 43 days to wed, very far away.
Oh, yeah. Quite a bit.
They're going to make it. They talk in the kitchen, this is morning after the sponsor discussion, but they hug it out. They're trying to make it work for some fucking reason. This couple is so incompatible. Just guys, hang it up.
I don't get it. And they're going to get married, obviously. Like, they're going to get married.
Like it.
But I just don't understand. Like, I don't even understand the connection between either of them. Like, what's the connection that they have? Because they just seem to hate everything about each other.
Yes.
I don't understand why they're together.
There's like zero compatibility going on.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
I don't understand what's happening.
No,
I don't get it. I don't get it.
Yeah. She's like, "Are we gonna have a good day today?" He's like, "I hope
I
so."
hope so.
Did he give up? Because it seems like now he's not going back home because he was threatening to go home to mom.
Yeah, I thought he was going home.
Then he didn't, and now it seems like it's just been dropped. The other sponsor thing has just been dropped. Do you think Muhammad looked into it, realized it wasn't a possibility?
I'm sure the
What happened?
producers just talked to him and were like, "You can't do that. We're filming a show."
Yeah, you have to get married. It's in the rules. Everybody gets married.
So Eve gives Tatiana some cupping, and they discuss the whole last night thing. And Tatiana's like, "That's really fucked up and mean, Eve." And Eve's like, "Yeah,
Yeah, but you know,
we hugged.
We're gonna get married.
Yeah,
That's what
special.
you do on this show." So
yeah. And then Tatiana's like, "Would you want to hang out with us again?" And Eve's like, "Probably not." And Tatiana's like, "Why? Why wouldn't he want to hang out with us? We were so fun to hang out with. We're so fun.
They're best buds. I don't get it.
I don't get it." And he's like, "Well, you were really like mean to him, like unpleasant." Tatiana's like, we were just trying to protect you.
Yeah. Eve knows if things are going to move forward with Muhammad, things need to get right with hashtag the squad.
Hashtag the squad.
Hashtag squad goals. And squad goal is to be friends with Muhammad.
Yes.
Eve's future husband. Yeah.
Has
to happen.
Somehow.
I don't think it's going to happen, Eve.
Only they made a really bad first impression.
Yeah, they did. They did. Yeah.
He really was. I think normally I don't side with Muhammad, but I think he went in being very he didn't go in. Yeah, I think he went in very polite at that.
I think he articulated it well in the final scene with them when
he did. He
was like I have no problem with you being protective over Eve. What I have a problem was the accusatory and judgmental energy that you were bringing towards me the first time we met.
Yeah, they were
not good. Yeah.
Asking what kind of porn you watch, like that's
a little invasive.
Yeah, it's so rude. Like hard to get back from that.
Yeah, totally.
Oh, we got Tormy in the chat saying hi, big zaddies. Hi, Tormy. Ariella and Benny, this was a really heartbreaking scene.
Oh my God,
Ben.
It was really sad.
Not only is Leandro not there to pick out the wedding dress,
he's
not going to be there for the wedding.
I thought
the ex-husband isn't going to make it there for the wedding. How can this wedding go on if the ex-husband can't be there? They have to throw off this wedding. It's just not going to work out. The ex must be there. Leandro must make his flight work.
That's not the part of the scene that I thought you were saying was
maybe
sad.
They can fly the wedding out to wherever Leandro is flying out to. Maybe
that's true.
Maybe TLC
Indiana. He's from Indiana, right?
I don't know. Maybe he's flying from Indiana to somewhere else.
Yeah.
I just don't know what's happening. But Leandro's her best friend, her ex-husband, ex-lover. And I hope maybe
who's gonna be there to protest the wedding when the officiant says
exactly.
Does anyone what did they say? Does anyone protest? They don't
something.
Say that.
If you have any objections, please.
Oh yeah, objections.
Yes, I think.
Yeah,
her wedding dress looks great, but I just think it could have looked even greater if Leandro could have helped her pick it out.
Yeah,
her ex-husband.
Yeah.
So
it would have been even greater if he was also picking out a tux for himself, and
yes,
if he stood in and got married to her like she always dreamed.
I'm heartbroken.
That's too bad. That's
devastating. Too bad. So that was the scene. So moving on to Guillermo.
No, this next part is actually really, really sad though. Like Ariella definitely seems depressed about the fact that like I don't think they love each other at all. Like I
No.
don't think they both think that they're not right for each other, I think. But like she sees him with their kid and it's really cute, and he sees the bond that they have. She sees the bond that Benny and him have, and you can see her in her mind, like, and we get this monologue from her where she's talking about, you know, at the end of the day, my top priority is my kid, and my kid has such a great bond with his dad. And you can just tell she's like sacrificing her own wants for both her kid and for Benny, which is it's really sad. It's also kind of sweet, but I felt really bad for Ariella here. I really did.
Well, here's the good news: Benny can get his green card.
Yes.
They can eventually get divorced.
True.
And then Benny can stay in the U.S. and still be near the kid, and then she
True.
can eventually marry someone else.
True. It's just, you know, that's years gone, you know.
Yes.
Yeah, you got to feel for her a little.
But then
bit
she
here.
can eventually get back with Leandro, and everybody will be happy.
Yeah.
And they can have a spin-off.
He's
and
already
we'll
part
be
of the
great.
family.
Yeah, we'll have a spin-off, and they'll all be in each other's lives. So it'll be fabulous. She'll have her second 90-day spin-off thing or whatever.
It would have been funny if while she was on the phone with Leandro said, I won't be able to make it to this one, but for ours.
Stars in the future. Yeah.
I'll be there. Don't worry. Yeah.
I can't believe he's not going to make it. He seemed to love being on the show.
I know. It's crazy.
Yeah. What else could he be doing?
Oh, I still think he's going to have a little surprise trip.
Yeah. He's going to be like, surprise, I'm here.
And I object.
I object.
And he's wearing his tux and he walks up and he gets his ass kicked by Benny, who's a mixed martial arts fighter.
Yes. He shoves food in his mouth.
Yeah. You want some wedding cake, you jackass?
Guillermo and his mom, very sweet.
Yeah, this was cute.
Guillermo's like, so I met this hair cutter named Kizzy, and she told me basically that marriage was a sham and that I shouldn't do it, and that Kara isn't good for me because she goes out too much, and I basically have cold feet. So I should listen to Kizzy, right?
Kizzy, like Bilal, has that big divorce energy.
yes. Kizzy speaks
the big D energy.
And his mom is like, let her get blackout and go out when she wants, okay? She's a grown woman, all right?
His mom does. She talks him off the ledge pretty well here. She's like, look, not all problems end the second you get married, and it's not like you're not allowed to bring up issues after you're married. She's like, this is like a lifelong thing. If problems arise, you bring it up when it happens. That's just how it is, buddy.
Yeah.
So, and Guillermo's like, oh,
yeah.
Thank God.
Good. Okay. I'll marry Kara. Fine.
I'll marry her.
Okay.
But Kizzy.
Yeah, but Kizzy said not to do it.
Kizzy mom. Who do I?
Yeah, mom's never cut my hair that's good. I don't know.
I love that Kizzy made such a strong impression on Guillermo.
I know, he loves Kizzy.
Do you think Kara's gonna let him go back to Kizzy for another haircut again? I don't think so.
Never, especially after watching the show.
Yeah.
I could imagine Kara like storming to the haircut and being like,
totally.
Let's fight.
Yeah. I'd love to see it. I really would.
And Kara will wear like balloon armor. She'll make a balloon armor set for herself to fight.
Kizzy takes the scissors and just pop.
Yeah, I think about this.
Wow, we should be producers on this show.
We should.
We could have made that.
We would make everyone do really awesome,
stupid shit.
Yeah. Oh, well, you think stupid? I think awesome.
Oh,
I feel like I'm 15 years old again.
Do you? That's pretty sick, Jabri.
Man, I wish I could feel that way.
I know. I got to move back in with my parentals and see what's going on.
Yeah.
We should move in with Mahala and Brian and see how it goes. That sounds like a real treat.
Sounds fun.
Oh yeah,
the nightly talks on the couch, the nightly condescending talks. It would be fun.
My favorite part about this is that Miona is secretly very happy about it. She's like, "Yes, we finally get what I want."
I know.
Like, this totally works out for me.
Dude, Miona is such a fucking queen. I love her.
So funny.
She's
like,
so
I feel bad for Jabri, but
yeah, I love that scene where she was like, man, I wouldn't ever treat my kid like that ever. Like, but having said that, like, I'm gonna console him and everything, but I'm glad we can finally fucking move out of his crazy parents' house. Like, they're crazy.
It's kind of funny. I feel like everybody wants the exact opposite of what Jabri wants. Like, I bet Miona wants the wedding planned sooner than Jabri does too. Like, everybody wants them to plan the wedding sooner. Everybody wants them out of the house. Like, and Jabri is like, I don't get why everybody like wants things figured out in a reasonable amount of time.
They need to give him his creative space, okay?
I know.
Please. He's got an album to finish.
Like, I was like, why am I kind of like I hate the way that they phrase everything. Like they like
they're so condescending.
They're so annoying.
Time.
But I love how they're like, so we said you guys would move out at the end of the year. So we're just like, so what are your plans for doing that? And Jabri's like, yeah, that's in a month. And they're like, yeah, so like in a month, what are your plans? And they're like,
think he'd want to, man.
And they're like, why are you bringing it up? And they're like, yeah, what are you gonna do in a month? And they're like, he's like, well, if you're kicking us out, we're moving out. And they're like, we're not kicking you out.
Yeah, man. If they just
so petulant, man, like
totally. But like, if the thing with Mahala and Brian is if they just like tried to phrase it differently, to use a different tone that's not completely fucking condescending, I bet you they would make more strides. But then again, they did make that comment that, oh, you know, we've known this, you know, this kid has been like this forever. You can't give any leeway. I was like, okay, so they're speaking from decades of parental experience.
Yeah, I'm kind of like I'm sure that part of it is that they don't like Miona. But like, I'm also like, I bet like the way that we've seen Jabri act a lot of times, I'm kind of like, they're probably like, we have to kick Jabri out or he'll never leave.
It's probably a mix of both. Yeah.
It's probably a mix of both. Like,
yeah. Like Mahala is, and Brian too. Like Brian just had to get that little dig in of, I feel like you're 15 too. Like they have to get their little jabs in. And they are, no doubt about it, they are just as petty as Jabri is.
Yes.
Like, you know, he is their son after
the apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
It does not fall far from the tree at all. But yeah, I just love Miona just sitting here quietly listening to all this and being like, as long as this gets me what I want, which is to get the fuck out of Rapid City, then great. I'm all for it.
They have had like time to plan their wedding, or like they could at least be when they're like, so what's going on with the wedding planning? They could be like, oh, well, we're looking at this, or like this, or like we have these kind of thoughts, you know, like at least like be like, you know, because it seems like maybe they do want to come now. Like I'm not exactly sure why they're asking, but maybe, you know, I'm not exactly sure, but it's weird that they're just saying like, oh yeah, we have no idea. And it's like, how do you have no fucking idea still? Like, what is happening?
I think that's part of the frustration is maybe the reason they keep Mahala and Brian keep saying we're not going to the wedding is because they know that Jabri is going to wait till the last second to actually pick up plays. He's going to procrastinate, and then it's going to be harder for them to get
exactly. They're
work
like,
and everything.
They're like, what? The fact that they still even do it, I'd be really frustrated too. It's like plan a real wedding and we'll go. Like, this is like disrespectful, you know? It's like
why hasn't Jabri done anything at all to plan for this? That's one thing I'm not sure.
Some people,
is it because they're still arguing, him and Miona, about like what type of wedding and where?
I don't know. Some people are just like this too. I have no idea.
You
know, you just know some people are just like this.
For sure. People, there's lots of people that will procrastinate last second, for sure.
But also,
my advice to those people is just do a courthouse wedding because that's what's right for you.
But also there could be a very good reason that we don't know. So
true.
You know, but all we can go on as we always say, we just go by the edit. So that's what we're going by.
Yeah.
But it was really funny being like, damn, I'm kind of siding with Paula. Even though I don't like them.
I hate
well,
them.
so I still say fuck them.
I hate that she smirks after every little conversation that they have. Like that is like really bothers me that like this is all like she it's like she relishes in this.
Well, I did, but it was just I love this line.
My parents are on some bull.
It's like, yeah, they just want to know like what your plans are and the allotted time that you agreed that you would live there for, and like when are you getting married? You said you were getting married.
I will say, I do think like you have to, despite all the history they probably have with their son, you have to give leeway when their hands are kind of tied the way that it is with this whole what visa is it? Their visa,
No, you got me switched up. It's not K9.
It's not K9. It's not a dog visa.
I've definitely said that before. It's
K1.
It's something not
K9 visa.
You fucked me up, man.
It's the woof woof visa.
It is the visa.
Yes.
It's the K1 visa.
K1 visa. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
We knew that.
But I mean that complicates things. She can't work, and maybe he should have just taken that job driving trucks.
I have no idea
for David.
Yeah.
Yeah. We do need a show about dog visas. We definitely do.
Yeah, 90-day fiance dog version or whatever.
Oh, our next scene is in a coffee shop. Do you think that that's going to be a pleasant scene, Max? Do you think that it's going to be a good conversation? Couldn't talk about it at home. You got to go to a coffee shop.
No. Eva's like, do you want to hang out with all my friends that hate you, the squad? And of course, she's talking about Haim, Selena Gomez, Cara Delevingne, Lena Dunham, Carly
AOC,
Kloss, Lord
Rashid
AOC.
Tlaib.
Yeah, all the squads.
Every squad.
Every squad. So she wants to do a fire ceremony, which we've learned it's a Native American ritual.
Yes.
Through research. I was not aware of this.
I was not either.
And she is Native American.
And she is apparently, she's Native American.
She's Apache, I believe.
Apache. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
don't know what percentage or any of that, but I assume it's not cultural appropriation. I think it's appropriate.
I have no idea.
I have no idea.
I love when she's like, I want you to be open to them, and he's like, he's like, I am open to not liking them. I was like, that's a good line, Muhammad. That was good. Zing. All right.
Got her. Oh man,
that was good, Muhammad. Props to that one.
Muhammad is pretty savage in this episode.
Yeah,
he really is.
Muhammad's on one.
Like later in the ceremony where she's like, "Oh, we were afraid you hated us," and he's like, "Yes, I do.
Yes, I do."
She's like, "You really do hate us?" He's like, "Yes, of course.
That's right. Yes, you suck."
There's nothing more brutal than someone like going after you in the calmest manner possible.
Yeah.
Like that is just so savage.
I couldn't imagine somebody saying like, "Oh, I was afraid you hated me," and me like actually saying like, "Yeah, I hate you." I could like, even if I hated somebody, I couldn't imagine saying it to their face. Like,
well, you have to do it in like the whispering ASMR voice. You got to go, yes, I hate.
I think I would just be like, "No, I never hated you." No. Yes.
I do hate you though. I do hate you.
Yeah. Wow.
It's wild. It's wild stuff.
I can't believe he agreed to it. Well, I'm sure the producers were like, "You guys, yeah."
Muhammad, throw a little piece of paper in the fire. Come on, please.
Come on. So Guillermo apologizes, and Kara's like, "Are you gonna show up?" And he's like, "Yeah." And then she has a bachelorette pajama party, and Guillermo is stuck with Cheeky Mama downstairs. Nothing better than just chilling with Cheeky Mama downstairs.
Oh, I know. I was thinking the real party's downstairs. I don't know what
with
they're all
Cheeky
doing upstairs.
Mama.
I want to hang with Cheeky. I like how much shit she's talking about him the entire time he's right downstairs.
Yeah, I'm like, can he hear everything? Probably hope so, knowing her. She's doing her whole like assertive thing.
Yeah. You know what? I thought it was really original that they had all the dick shot glasses. I thought that was really interesting and new.
Yeah,
and
penises at a bachelorette party.
That's wild.
That is a treat.
Really interesting and new, man.
Yes.
When I worked at a comedy club in college, we would get bachelorette parties. Who thought it was a good idea to have a bachelorette party at a comedy show? And they would come in and they'd have all these fucking flashing dildos on their heads. They'd have like hats with like the penises that flash.
Yeah, very common. Yeah.
In the but it's like at a comedy club. Like, I'd have to be every single time. I'd have to be like, okay, ladies, you have to turn off all of your flash.
You can't do that, Ben.
I know I ruined their bachelorette party.
Ben, how dare you? That is her last night as a single woman.
Well, we kicked many bachelorette parties out. Yeah.
Ben.
Many.
Her last night as single ladies.
Yeah. Well,
where they
single ladies never tip well.
They can
tell you that much.
Whatever they want.
No.
You can do whatever you want on your bachelorette night.
That's true. Yeah.
That's how it works.
You can rob a bank if you want to.
No, this is disappointing because often on like bachelorette nights on 90 Day Fiancé, like the bachelors get like really jealous if they go to a strip club and stuff like this. Like this was kind of tame.
Very tame.
I like when the guys get really jealous and they're like, I told you not to go to a strip club and then you went. I don't know if we can go through with the wedding now. And then like they always go through with it then anyway, but they like storm off and they
tell me what you saw.
Yeah, they're like,
did you see a butt?
They're like, did you go to a club? Did you go dancing? I told you not to go. And it turns out like he went to a strip club. It's always fun stuff like that. It's great.
You were looking at butts.
You saw a dick in a banana hammock. What?
It doesn't matter that I went to the strip club. You can't. You can't.
Yeah. But this is one of my favorite scenes with Kobe and Emily, because our guy
got the right temperature for shelter you from the storm.
Is back. Temperature is back in the house, and he's joining Kobe and Emily for lunch with Emily's family.
Ooh, did it just get hot in this restaurant? Huh? Ooh.
It did, because Emily ordered lasagna for Kobe, and that is a major no-no for Tempe.
It is pretty wild that she's ordering his food. And
because she's a woman?
He's just given up. Yeah, that's why. Because he's just, at this point, he's just so exhausted, he gives up on even trying to argue with her.
Yeah, he's like, okay. What's weird about it is, like, it's not like he, like, picked it out and she's ordering for him. It's that he doesn't even get to decide what he wants to eat.
I know. It sucks. Do you think she always orders the same thing for both him and Coben every time off the kids menu? She's like, one hot dog for each of these two, mac and cheese for both of them off the kids menu.
Your wife is asking, does anyone like it when someone orders for them? I've never met someone who likes that. As a waiter, I can tell you.
Oh, yes.
I saw many instances where it kind of seemed like it was typically like men would order for women, and it seemed that the women would like it.
Interesting.
I
Like it's a
couldn't-
power move sort of thing.
Yeah, like they kind of like liked being taken care of, or sometimes people are quieter and
see.
like they like it when people will just order for them so they don't have to talk.
Yeah.
It seems
Social
like
anxieties,
that will
maybe.
be kind of the dynamic that you
That
notice.
makes sense. Mhm.
Also, I remember on one episode of Survivor, like Lil, somebody else, and Johnny Fairplay get like a food reward, and Johnny Fairplay is like, no, I'll do all of the ordering, and Lil is like, oh, I just love when a man takes all of the ordering for the table. It's so gentlemanly. So there is a kind of like
interesting.
there's like
Yeah.
a classic kind of thing of like a person doing all of the ordering, like a kind of like weird chivalry kind of thing.
Yeah.
So there is a kind
Old-fashioned,
of
for
like
sure.
old-fashioned kind of
See, for me, I was
dynamic
thinking
in there.
For me, I was thinking the scenario where it would make sense is if one person had been to a specific restaurant that the other person hadn't and knew what was good there, and wanted to order for them so that they could get the best thing based on their knowledge of the place.
Yeah, that is a thing too. Yeah.
That's what I would have assumed.
Yeah. I mean, I think what I was talking more of, actually, just to be honest, is more of like just talking to the waiter. But yeah, but it can go down to also like actually picking
Food
out
selection.
the food selection too.
Mhm,
But
mhm.
typically what I was talking about is just talking to the waiter, but it can go down to food selection as well. And that's what the Survivor section was about. But yeah, I will say I will say like every instance that I can think of, I was a waiter many years ago now, was typically men ordering for women. And it was weird because
Interesting.
I always talked to the whole table,
Of course, yeah.
because it's weird. Sometimes you go to sometimes you go out to dinner with Maria at a nicer restaurant, and the waiter only talks to me, and I'm like, wow, this is sexist.
Yeah, that's shitty. Yeah.
Yeah, it's sexist. And so I would talk to the whole table, and then the guy like is like, no, talk to me, and you're like, I'm like, this is fucking weird, So you can kind of like that dynamic is strange, and yeah,
That's totally weird. Yeah.
yeah.
I've never seen that from a waiter before, of someone who would only look at the guy first, and that's
yes,
it.
it's
I've never seen that
it
before. That's
happens at like
insane.
nicer restaurants, and yeah, it happens
Ooh.
with customers kind of just like being like, no, talk to me, and you
I
can
don't
kind of
like
tell if like the woman is into it or not, and sometimes you can tell that like they kind of like being taken care of and not having to order or not.
Wow, that's wild.
At least on the surface level.
Sure.
Obviously, I can't read minds, just to
Obviously,
put that out there.
Yeah.
Just letting everybody know. Obviously, I don't.
Hey, you know what? If you're watching this on YouTube, comment in the comment sections.
Yeah.
Tell us what do you think about someone ordering food for someone else? We want to hear your opinion.
Just want to let everyone know. Obviously, I can't read these people's minds. Just saying what it appeared
Why
to
not?
me. Well, I just want to, I don't want people saying like he thinks he knows what women like or dislike. I'm just saying this is what it appeared to be like from a person who's a waiter for a long time in New York City.
A real power move as a waiter is if you saw a guy that was ordering for someone else, for his partner, you brought him a little kid's cheese pizza. That'd have been a good move. You would have been fired, but it would have been a
dude.
good
If my boss wasn't like crazy about Yelp reviews, I would have been such an asshole waiter, dude.
Oh, I'm
I would
sure.
have been such a dick. I'm fucking super afraid of Yelpers, dude.
Well, let's not bury the lead here. Kobe is a prince.
What?
A chief's son. How about
Do we have a castle in Cameroon?
No, you do not have a castle in Cameroon. I think they very much explained that you don't.
It's so funny, like watching her reaction to all this, because she's being told two things at once. One, that she is not respecting him, and that he is the man of the house and he should be the one that makes every single decision. And then which you would think would really upset her, but at the same time, she's being told that he's this prince, and you can just see where her mind is going. She's already thinking about this big castle and all of this, but then she snaps out of it eventually, and she's like, "Wait, you're being a dick."
Yes.
The sister did a good job, I think, of backing her up in this.
Yeah.
And arguing with him a little.
Just remember, Emily belongs to him because she is marrying an African man. Okay, Ben? Temperature explained it very clearly.
Oh, it's so cringy.
I know. I'm like, oh, God.
Oh. Just hearing them say it is just so cringy. It's so cringy.
I know.
Man, you're not going to convince Emily to move to Columbus if this is the way they're doing
Yeah, I
things
know.
in Columbus.
She's like, I don't move to Columbus if everyone's going to talk to us this way.
Yeah. I really wish Emily in that moment while he was saying that to her, I really wish she would have ordered for temperature. I wish she would have ordered him some mac and cheese. Would have been amazing.
I do love how Emily's like, this starts worrying me because I can see where Kobe has mentioned stuff like this before, like when he told me to shut the fuck up. And I was like, no, that was not related
different.
to this.
That was different.
That's when you were being an asshole, so he told you to shut the fuck up. Anyone would have done that.
That was just because you wouldn't shut the fuck up.
That's
you just need to shut the fuck up.
You just need to shut the fuck up in that moment. That's not a patriarchal moment.
There were many this season. Many.
Yeah, there were many.
You choose. That's the one you choose because it's not.
Like when he said he should drive because he's the man. Yes, that is an example of this.
You were micromanaging him shoveling shit.
Okay.
And he said, shut the fuck up in a moment of weakness. Okay.
So drop it.
Jeez.
You know what? Shut the fuck up.
That's so funny that you said that because I had the exact same thought. I was like,
no.
I was like, that's not the instance to bring up because that's not what that is. You and I are so protective of that shut the fuck up scene.
All you said was shut the fuck up. Who cares?
Oh, jeez. Oh, fire ceremony.
These people just like
huh?
must not swear. They must like never swear. They must just like not curse like whatsoever. They're like,
oh,
he
yeah.
cursed?
Yeah.
What?
Not in front of the ponies. Don't say fuck in front of the ponies.
Oh my god.
They're so innocent. They're so
I can't
innocent.
believe it.
Yeah,
that's a horse dying.
Oh no.
No, I know.
I don't need that in my life right now.
Cursed in front of the horses. So
I don't need that in my life.
I'm sorry. Well, you shouldn't have cursed in front of the ponies.
Shit. Yeah, like a heart attack. Jeez. They're so magical.
Well, we head to the fire festival that Muhammad and Eve are throwing.
Yeah.
And
what a shock. It's a disaster, just like the other fire festival.
Yeah, just the other fire festival. No, it's a fire ceremony. And they do the whole thing.
Yeah.
Apparently they do this a lot, which
you
is
write
not...
you write you're trying to manifest your wishes and your optimism by writing it down on a piece of paper and throwing it in the fire, right? Is that what it is?
Yeah, and then you cleanse stuff. I don't exactly know.
Cleansing the negativity from your life, starting afresh and anew, I think is what it is.
It seems that they do this pretty frequently because apparently they do it every new moon and every full moon. I don't know how frequently new moons are, but I know that full moons are pretty frequent.
Yeah,
right.
I think I don't know.
I don't follow
that stuff at all. I really don't.
I don't really care about the moon. I don't give a fuck about the moon. I'm more of a sun guy. I'm like
oh yeah, you like the sun?
Yeah, I like the sun.
I don't like anything up.
You don't like anything?
Anything up. Above.
Okay. Yeah, I mainly don't like anything. So
yeah, I just don't like to look up.
Okay.
Like yeah.
More of a ground guy.
I'm a ground guy. Yeah. Do you think at any point, like during the ceremony, Muhammad was like running to grab his visa and throw it in the fire? Do you think he wanted to do that at any point?
Yeah. He's trying to manifest a new sponsor.
No, he doesn't end up doing anything with the fire though. He thinks it's crazy. He's not
Yeah, he
into it.
did not like it. He does not agree with it.
He's like, she should believe all of my beliefs. I shouldn't have to believe any of hers.
No.
Line in the sand. That's it. It should all be about me and my beliefs and not hers.
Yeah.
It's a really compatible couple. It really is. Yeah.
It's really
They're
good.
So good. They're so good for each other.
Yes, he's very conservative. She's not.
Yeah.
But she also like doesn't want to go to the mosque and doesn't like his beliefs either.
Right. Yeah.
It's like she's like more open to his, but it's not like she wants to go to the mosque. It's not like she does not like his beliefs.
Hey, it spices up the relationship, having different
like,
beliefs and arguing all the time. It spices
open
things up.
to my relationship, to like my beliefs. It really annoys me, but I'm like, you don't like his either. You're just like nicer about it. I guess you want him to be nicer, but like you're not like actually open to his. You're not like, you don't like it.
True. Yeah.
At least it comes off that way.
I mean, they should both just
break up,
not be together,
not compatible. Well, it's like your friends are really important to you, and he doesn't like them, and they don't like him, and you say they're like your family. Well, it's really not working out.
I mean, the best that can happen here for this relationship is either obviously breaking up, or they both come to a realization that they go their own separate ways spiritually and ideologically, and leave it at that.
Yeah,
but that becomes complicated when you have kids. As previous discussions have alluded to.
Yeah, and then they can't be together. They can't do this.
It's not going to work. I know they're going to get married, but it's not going to work.
Yeah,
for long. I mean, especially if they have a kid, then that's going to really complicate things.
Yeah, and then he just tells her friends that he doesn't like them, which is fair because they were incredibly rude to them. And then Tatiana,
but she's also so close with them. So it's like, that's yet another thing that's going to be a big problem with their relationship going forward, is if he hates all of her friends.
I know. I guess he should. I guess he could try to like them.
Yeah, well, it's like you were saying earlier. I couldn't imagine ever saying something like that to somebody's face, because it is totally rude. You could tell these ladies are trying more. They're not being aggressive like they were the first time with the pointed questions about pornography and things like that. They are, the vibes are a little bit better this time.
Yeah, they're better. They're better.
They're trying, I think, for Eve. Yes,
they are.
And Muhammad could have not said that he hates them. At least I think would have been a bare minimum.
Yeah, it would have been better.
Would have been a lot better, I think. God, it was so funny though. My God, I laughed so hard when he was like, "Yes, I hate you." Well, it's very Miona-like. It's very Miona-like when Mahala is like, you're gonna have to get out of here, or we're not going to the wedding. She's like, "Okay, great.
Okay, great. That's great.
That's good. I love that." It's just so great.
Y'all enjoy the full moon energy.
Tatiana says that. She's like, all right, bye guys. Have fun with the full moon. Okay.
Oh, jeez.
Bye. Okay. Mm-hmm. I manifested you guys breaking up because we all know that that's the best thing.
Oh,
you two.
I was totally thinking that had to be written on some of theirs.
I bet that was what all the papers said.
All the papers were like, even Muhammad break up.
We want what's best for Eve, which is you two breaking up.
It's Muhammad should have done the ceremony, because then he could have written down "find new sponsor" on his, and he could have thrown that in. But yeah, but he says he says I ask God for the things I want, so maybe he'll ask God to get him a new sponsor.
Yes,
so he'll go his route.
Well, he's going to need a miracle, because finding new sponsor doesn't really make any sense to me.
I know. I think he's let that go. I think, since he's realized that that's impossible. Unless he's going back on Instagram again. I don't know.
Hashtag fit body or whatever.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Are you going to choose a bikini over me?
I'm not going to make that mistake again.
Oh my God. I love you.
Oh, they were so happy then. What happened? What happened?
Ooh,
So,
life, man, life happens.
how is this Thais combo still going on?
It's this came out of left field though. Her like starting to cry and then actually thinking she is gonna go back, and then the next time on comes up, it looks like she does go back to Brazil. What the fuck is going on?
Well, you know what we always say.
Yes, daddy. No, daddy. Okay, daddy.
What daddy says goes.
That's crazy though. Does that affect her visa in any way if she goes?
Yeah, I mean, it's over if she goes back.
It looks like she goes though.
She's just packing. It doesn't mean she's gonna go home. She was just being
But
dramatic.
they showed a plane. They showed the plane footage.
They're just faking something. She could
You
be
think
going
they're
to
pulling
stay
the wool
somewhere
over
else.
our eyes?
Yeah,
Is
because
that
they
what you
wouldn't
think?
reveal it if it was actually going to happen.
Yeah.
Like they wouldn't be teasing it. They love to tease stuff. Not being a little tease.
The fact that she's packing that is wild. Like you have to admit she does when she's crying in the scene. She does sound like she really wants to go home.
I'm not buying
Her
it.
dad has got a lot of pull.
He's frightening.
He's frightening. Yeah.
He's scary.
But they have this like relationship, it's like the daddy's little girl relationship. She's like the favorite child sort of thing. You can tell they have this vibe of like, his opinion means the absolute world to her.
That's your father.
It's your father.
It's your father.
That's your father. You gotta listen to him. You gotta go back.
You gotta go back.
I go back to Brazil. Leave me the fuck alone. I don't want to fucking have you in this fucking house anymore. So you should go back. I like how Patrick's like response to the whole thing. He's like, now I only have a couple weeks to make him like me because otherwise we can't get married. It's like, who the fuck cares?
He's like, Father's Day only comes once a year. How else am I gonna make him like
Why are
me?
you who like why can't you just get married and then worry about him liking you? Like, why do we care about this guy's opinion so much?
Yeah.
Why does Patrick care so much?
Yeah. He shouldn't.
Talk about patriarchal, man. Okay.
I know. It's
live with temperature.
It's gotta be
the right temperature for shelter you from the storm.
It's gotta be whatever environment him and John grew up in that are making them so hung up on this.
Fucking father shit.
They are very family oriented.
Yeah.
When people have broken families or whatever, I think maybe they'll end up becoming more family oriented with the family that they do have, so
this father shit,
it's ridiculous.
I mean,
it's very
meaning a lot
old-fashioned.
to her makes sense, but like I have to get his blessing. It's like a fucking like weird rom-com.
Oh, that stuff
drama.
I hate. The blessing stuff I hate.
That's what it
I
seems
understand
like
him wanting to have a relationship with his father.
That's what it seems down to, because he's like, I need to make him feel better about the wedding. It's basically
before the wedding,
we
weeks.
need to make him like me.
It's like, man, you don't need to. Like,
no, he does.
It'll grow over time. He'll see over time.
That's your father.
Or maybe he won't. Maybe he'll always think Patrick's an asshole.
You know what I have to say about this, Ben?
Americans are crazy, man.
I can't picture that her dad likes him much more after seeing these episodes and seeing him throwing money at her and things like that. I just can't. I can't imagine things have ever gotten better between
like
Patrick
the whole
and the father.
floppy dick thing. There's a lot of
stuff that
here. It's
I mean, he's kind of in some of these episodes, he is proving the father right at times.
Yeah.
Just saying, maybe the father has a right to be protective in this
disliked
instance.
Patrick more and more through the episode. So I couldn't see this guy that already dislikes Patrick, how much he would dislike Patrick more and more through the episodes.
Yeah. I get him wanting to have a good relationship with the dad, but to to feel like you need the permission or the validation by the wedding date is absurd. It's ridiculous.
I gotta say, Patrick doesn't really seem like to fight that hard for Thais to say. He's like, "Oh, you want to go? What do you want to do? You want to leave?"
It seems like he's just freaked out by her crying because he's never seen that before from her.
You'll leave, so we'll be over, right? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm sure he's just in shock, but I'd be like, "No, don't stay, Thais, stay." No, Thais.
I need your beef stroganoff.
No, what about Sex in America?
I'll buy you another vase. I'll buy you 3 vases.
3 vases, but that's it.
That's
it.
No more.
No.
We can make a trip to IKEA.
We can get married at the chapel in Vegas. I promise. The fancy one.
The sex worker one. We'll do it at the sex worker one.
Please.
Oh man. Yeah. Well, it's crazy that their relationship is over now, according to the next time on. According to the next time on, it's done.
Yeah, they're not getting married. No one's getting married this season. I thought Guillermo and Karen might, but Kizzy really fucked that up.
Yeah. The only relationship that's going to make it is Bilal and Shida, because they're going to put in the clause about 10 kids,
10 kids
being in there.
Yes.
Yeah. It's going to work out great. Going to be good.
Well, this was another fun 90 day.
Oh,
I think we only have about 10 more episodes left of this season.
Yeah.
How many more are left? Is anybody ever going to even make it to the altar?
I don't know. It looks like Guillermo is next.
I keep thinking that people are going to get married, and then it's like, no. It's the evening before.
It looks like Guillermo is next week.
Okay. So we'll get
I just want to see Cheeky Mama as the little
ring bearer.
Ring bearer.
That's what it's all about.
That's what I want. I want to see the little pillow on her back, bringing the ring down the aisle.
Oh, cheeky.
That's what I've been waiting for. I've been waiting all season for it,
Yeah.
Yeah. It's going to be great.
Shouldn't Guillermo be the ring bearer since he's a little kid?
Yeah, he's a little baby boy.
I'm not a little kid.
Yes, you are. Shut up. You're the ring bearer. At your own wedding. Shut the fuck up.
Max, what should be our sign off for this episode? We're not home anymore. We're leaving home.
We're leaving the door.
We're leaving home. Goodbye.
Make sure to lock up.
Don't forget your keys on your way out the door. We'll work on it. We'll iron things out a little bit. Yeah. Who needs structure anyways, right? Come on.
Yeah.
Oh, no, this was fun though.
Yes.
What else we got coming up this week? We got
guys, don't forget, we're covering F-Boy Island, the first 3 episodes. We're covering them tomorrow. Too. It's so great.
I already binged all 3 of the first. They're so good. So
we always fuck this up. Patreon.com/reality alert. You can start at only $5 a month, and we're gonna be covering fucking F-Boy Island all this month.
So for $5, you get our entire coverage of F-Boy Island.
Or you can pay a little more and support the podcast. But baseline, $5 a month. Watch F-Boy Island, HBO Max. It's so funny. The first 3 episodes were great. They're releasing multiple episodes each week. It's going to be awesome. So check that out. You can only listen to it or watch it on our Patreon. So you should go and do that. And then we'll also be covering the challenge on Thursday, the challenge USA. Going to be great. We've been having a lot of fun with that, and it's such a good season, so you should definitely check it out. Otherwise, we'll be covering 90 Day. Next week will be 90 Day episode will come out on either Wednesday or Thursday.
Yes.
So,
yep.
We will see you then.
Yep. Bye.
Bye.
We're exiting the door. Goodbye.
Bye-bye. Lock sound. It's the place you go when you finish your show. We're your 2 best friends. Our names are Max and Ben. We're self-proclaimed television experts. It's Reality Alert.
Creed.
My parents are